these goals, we have had to provide support facilities like practice rooms. Practice rooms we always have because of the piano that our mother established, so a lot of practice rooms. But we have to convert and to add our performance venues. Like this one, we converted to be a small recital hall because being the scene of many seminars, chamber music, and meetings like this, so it has become quite an important room, this one. Now, the band room over there is a new addition at the side of the house, so we just built to it to provide a big venue. Band rehearsals are held there, choir rehearsals every Wednesday, and Mr. Flores holds his violin classes there, many of which are in groups. We have held recitals there, violin recitals, band recitals. Then the upstairs, we have had to also convert into a concert hall. It's a little bit of a sacrifice for us. We have lost a little privacy, but we see that it is very needed for certain sizes of audience and for certain types of concerts. It really serves as a very good venue. And of course, it's a little sacrifice, but we have done it with pleasure, and we are sharing it. We also are trying to develop a music library in this room here. Then we have provision for artists' guest quarters over on that side of this hall there. There is a room that's complete with a kitchenette for our visiting professors. We have used it quite a lot for all our seminars where we have visiting professors. Last May, 1 week before May 1, we used it for Adele and June Base. We quartered them for 1 week. So we could have them for rehearsals. We could rehearse 7 in the morning. Then each one would go and teach. And they would come home at 12, we had lunch, practice again. Then they would teach again, and we would practice again in the evening. We did that for 1 week before their solo stint with the PPO. So it has really been quite useful. Another thing we had to do was to invest also in full video equipment for documentation. And actually, it's not just for video and just documentation. Actually, we want to use it to extend all these facilities to schools and to show all these projects in order to enhance awareness, especially in the public school system. Of course, we have full office staff and equipment for serials, and you will not believe how many thousands and thousands of papers and pieces we have had to copy. Last summer, last April, we had an intensive 2-week seminar. We touched base with 150 public school teachers for a 2-week seminar every day, Monday to Friday, a total of 80 hours. So it's literally thousands of papers that we had to copy for the music and notes. For instrument requirements, as I mentioned earlier, we started off with 100 violins. The private students have the option of buying their own instruments, which is fine. The scholars, we have lent the instruments as scholars. The violas we have, cellos, the basses are coming. The flutes, we have 31 flutes. Clarinets, we have 31. 8 trumpets, 8 trombones. So that's how we are starting with the instruments. More importantly also, we have established a strong, unprecedented, massive music scholarship program. At present, we have a total of 68 scholars. And we have 12 openings for a total of 80 scholars for this year. Broken down, we have string scholars, about 20. Assorted wind instrument scholars totaling about 45. This will be for flute, clarinet, trumpet, and trombone. And for piano, we have 5. We have 1 full scholar, and she's here right now with us. This is Irene Alcantara. Irene is here. She is the Pascal Nemirovsky scholar. If you will remember, in March, we had a benefit concert, and Pascal and the French Embassy and the Alliance was kind enough to allow us to use it as a benefit, and the money we earn from this, we invested in a trust fund carrying Pascal and Mirovsky's name. And what we earn from this interest, we are using for specific purposes, one of which is for piano scholarship and for other piano pedagogical requirements. And funding for extra lessons because we want to develop the young ones into soloists and into very good performers. We also have, as you may have noticed, a continuing program of fairs, recitals, demonstrations in schools, in public venues, and in our own venue here, as you have seen. And most of these performances have been for free, just as most of our scholars have been non-paying seminars and all that. The sponsorship of some local and national institutions have also made possible some of these programs. Already we have had some support, especially for venues. For example, St. Teresa's, St. Carlos has been very kind, Sacred Heart, and they have supported us by giving us their venue. The attendance in everything, I must say, has been very good in both training and performance programs. We have trained hundreds, I would say, of scholars in all different fields, and literally thousands have attended these concerts. For concert attendance, another thing we have to do, or have been doing, is to develop audience awareness. I would like to briefly review with you the composition of bands and different instrumental groups. If you would just kindly open your group folders